Looking for Super Bowl snack ideas? Fun fact, over 113 million people plan to host or attend a Super Bowl party this year. Food, drinks, party decorations, game day purchases are all expected to reach between 17 and 18 billion dollars this year. Yes, that's right, you heard correctly, between 17 and 18 billion dollars, with an average of a little under $100 spent per person. With that said, stick around for some easy ideas that won't break the bank. I wanted to share the items that I picked up for the Super Bowl. So with Hobby Lobby, I found these touchdown napkins, and they were $5.99 and then 40% off. So all the football party supplies were already 40% off. And these cupcake toppers, 2 packs, 24 in a pack, $1.99 originally, 2 designs. And then food baskets, $4.99 before the 40% off and 20 count. So you get 20 food baskets or trays in here. And from the Dollar Tree, I found a balloon kit for game day, a letter banner, touchdown, the little cups, and set of 6 snack cups. I have 4 of those. These are considered treat buckets. 2 come in a set, and I have 2 of them. Okay, so for the chicken ball, we're gonna use a 12.5 ounce can of chicken, 2 blocks of cream cheese, and we're doing dairy free, so we're using this brand. And you'll wanna soften those. You'll need Worcestershire sauce, regular mustard, and then you can roll the chicken cheese ball in whatever you prefer, but we like to use nuts, sometimes sliced almonds, but we have also used other kinds of nuts, free from dairy, soy, gluten, lactose, nuts, preservatives. All right, this recipe is for a Sloppy Joe crescent cup, and I found it on Pillsbury.com. That is what I'm going to do first, is make homemade Sloppy Joe recipe, and I'm going to use natasha'skitchen.com. I've used some of her recipes before. I love her barbecue sauce, her homemade barbecue sauce, and so I thought I'll try her Sloppy Joe recipe. Okay, so about a tablespoon of olive oil, and you're going to cook your burger. The recipe calls for beef, but we always use chicken burger in recipes just because that's what we like, but whatever your meat preference. And then you're gonna cook it through. And I already have my green pepper chopped up. I did that the day before, so it was ready. And the recipe calls for onions, but we don't use onions, so I just leave it out of recipes. The recipe calls for a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, but I didn't have that, so I'm just gonna use ketchup. I've done that before as a substitute, but I looked it up. You can do tomato sauce if you have it. Tomato paste, which I didn't have enough to do, but when you do tomato paste, you gotta add, figure out your water ratio. 15 ounce-ish of, I use ketchup for my tomato sauce. In a bowl, you're supposed to do your Worcestershire sauce with it, so it's a tablespoon of that. 1.5 teaspoons of yellow mustard. Gonna use it. It said to combine in a bowl, but I thought, why dirty another bowl? We'll just put it in with the ketchup. 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Okay, now we're adding our sauce. The Worcestershire, the ketchup, the mustard, the brown sugar. A light boil, reduce to low, and simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so you have your large rectangular sheet. It said 8, divided into 8 squares. So I'm just going to do where the seam was originally here, and then half of this side, and I'll go back across together. And the filling for this, the sloppy Joe mixture is so good. I want to use the sauce that I already had refrigerated versus the sauce that I just made. I want to finish my current one. I'm gonna try one. Very good. I recommend you try these, they're very good. The sauce, make that Natasha's Kitchen sauce, it's really good. Taking a break from the kitchen, I thought I would go ahead and go over the additional items that I picked up yesterday for the Super Bowl. So at the dollar store, I grabbed the table runner and a set of the football plates. And at Target, I should have grabbed them the other day. They had ones that I liked better, but this was all that was left, was the game day, heavy duty game day. So I grabbed these plates. At Hobby Lobby, I grabbed the football bowl, and it was 40% off of $12.99. And then I also grabbed the touchdown platter. It's a pretty big size. And this one was 40% off of $10.99. At Walmart, I grabbed some green plastic forks. So now back to the kitchen. The snack mix is done. It is quite tasty. I've tasted it. I may even put a little bit more on it. A little bit more coconut aminos, a little bit more garlic powder, a little bit more to it, but it is really good. And I feel good about the ingredients, so. Okay, now I want to make Oreo truffle balls and shape them into the shape of footballs. So to start that, I need regular Oreo cookies, not the double stuff the recipe says. And this is from Sally's Baking Edition. Oh, I'm sorry, not edition, addiction. Okay, Sally's Baking Addiction. Okay, so anyhow, 36 regular Oreo cookies, 14.3 ounce. So this is close enough, 13.29. I'm just gonna go with that. All right, so you just put your Oreo cookies into the food processor or a blender, whichever you have. And I did forget the cream cheese, that it needed to be softened. Let's see, how much is this? 2 8-ounce full bricks. So this is an 8 ounce, this is a 7.05 ounce. So again, we're gonna round up and say close enough. sauce in each cavity. If you have a regular size like this one, you're going to put 4 to 5 in each muffin tin. And then you're going to bake them in the oven for 10 minutes. In 450. So back in the oven for 4 to 5 minutes until your cheese melts. Okay, it's much later in the day, and I wanted to show you what happened to the dessert I was trying to make, the Oreo balls. So I had pulsed the Oreo cookies, and they were the nice fine texture. And then the cream cheese I had forgotten to soften and let it set out. So in between doing everything, which I had plenty of other things I was doing, but I didn't wait and just come back to it, I put the cream cheese into the microwave a few short, brief seconds. And anyhow, my cream cheese was too soft then. When I tried to add it, it did not become the right texture. So this has been in the fridge for hours now, but it tastes great. But it just isn't the right consistency to roll into the Oreo balls. And I plan to shape them into footballs. So here's a tip. I shared it with you. Don't put it in the microwave. So anyhow, I think I didn't want to run to the store again to get more Oreos, but I think we're just going to try to doctor it, add more Oreos tomorrow or for actually on Super Bowl day and see if we can get it to turn out. But anyhow, that's my tip. Don't try this. Easy game day snacks that won't break the bank. From the good classic chili to the barbecue meatballs, Sloppy Joe crescent cups, tater tot skin cups, and the good old chicken ball. You can never go wrong with the chicken ball. Hope you have a great Super Bowl and your team wins. Let me know in the comments if you have a favorite go-to snack idea. Thanks for watching. Bye.